Hey, good afternoon, good afternoon. We are live. Where are we today? Got to be in Horsham. How are we all doing out there? Live on Periscope. It's a beautiful day. Hey, Wendy, nice of you to join me. Thank you for jumping in now. I think you're first in today. I hope you're having a marvellous day. It's a little bit chilly. Just had a little bit of lunch. Lee's in the house. How you doing? I was just about to say good morning. It feels like morning to me this morning. Afternoon, everybody. How are we doing? Oh, that wind's got up. The sun is out. We have a little bit of blue sky. It's a little bit warm. Spring has definitely arrived. How's it going, Scott? Hey, I am good. Very, very good. How are you? Pretty red flowers. They are indeed. Very pretty. So I'm out and about. I thought I'd have a little look around, show you around historic Horsham in West Sussex. Just up the road. From where I normally scope, no beach, no coastline, just a historic town. You've been out scoping, Lee? Oh, I missed it. I've been busy this morning. I'll try and catch up with them later. Good. Hope you had a nice day. Let me just swing around and say, how are we doing? What day is it? Monday? Is it Monday today? I think it's a Monday. I hope you're good. I hope you're well. Hope your Monday's going very, very well. We're going to wander around. I've got the Nikon with me today. And we're going to see if we can take some photographs as well. Wander around. Oh, look, pigeons. Hang on. Pigeons. 2 pigeons. Did you like my Instagram pic? Which one was that? Was that the one from Littlehampton that I took? That was a good scope, actually. If you didn't watch the live stream that I did down on Littlehampton, down by the harbour, we had a nice scope down there. The light down here is lovely today. Let's have a look at the War Memorial. Quick look at the War Memorial and we'll wander around, exploring. What's happening in Japan at the moment? There's loads of things happening in Japan at the moment. Is there a big meet-up or something? Did I spot it trending when I started up my Periscope? Lots of people out there wandering around, meeting up, having some fun. I even saw a sign of a birthday cake out there, I think. War Memorial, in proud and grateful memory of the men of Horsham. Nice the way the light's just falling on the poppy reefs there. But we're going to keep moving, and I'm going to show you a very nice part that we've scoped from before, actually. The more historic part, like the bandstand as well. Every year they have a big Morris Day. Well, it's not Morris Day, it's a Morris celebration. And all Morris men from all over Sussex and the south, possibly the whole country, come down here and they're all dancing and playing music and everything. Hey, hello from Denya. Hi Denya, how you doing? Let's go for a little walk and show you around. I do like Horsham, I love the buildings. Such an old historic place, but we're going to head towards the church here. It's quite nice there with that light silhouetted up against there. Find out for the buses. It's quite busy today. Loads of people around. We have to catch a bus in Horsham Town Centre. No, we don't need the bus. We keep walking. Go down here. Maybe a little shopping later on. Cooking Easter biscuits, English style. Oh, lovely. Just what we want. Twin Mum's in the house. Hey, Twin Mum, how you doing? Nice little wine shop, look. A little independent wine shop. Hey, caught me live. Brilliant. So many independent little shops here. Always nice to be wandering around. Lots of cafes. Lovely old buildings. A little bit of a cobbled street. Let's cross this road, see where we go. Where am I going today? Well, actually, I'm heading towards Gatwick, which isn't too far away, and I've stopped off in Horsham because my son is travelling down on the train. Let's just show you this view. Travelling down on the train from Leicester, where he's studying in university, in Lee's neck of the woods. And he's coming down, and I said I'll pick him up from Gatwick and we can stop off and grab a quick coffee en route, and I'll get a chance to say hello to him because I haven't seen him for a couple of weeks, which will be very nice. Let me show you this lovely deli over here. So that's where I'm heading to. But first we're going to wander around, shout out for Leicester. Now you can tell I'm a little bit hungry this morning because look, I'm being drawn to this lovely deli here. Looking dapper. Thank you very much. Look at this. What we got here? Who's hungry? Have you had your lunch yet? Well, depending on where you are in the world, maybe you've had your dinner. I don't know. Look at this. That looks really good, doesn't it? Hot dog, sausage roll type things. Pasties, by the look of it. Cakes. Hey, Sean, how you doing, buddy? I hope you're well. Easter has definitely arrived. Love the Easter bunny. Cool glasses. Amazing eggs. Right, enough of that. Keep moving. Quick look in the deli. No, we'll keep moving. Cappuccino cupcakes there. Very tempted. Actually, I was being very I had an apple. I was very tempted. We just called into my girlfriend's with me today. She's just gone off shopping for a bit. Our pasties served all over England. Yeah, pretty much actually. Pretty much. September Jules, how you doing? Welcome. Talking to my son Max about hairspray. Yeah, I saw that actually. How he can fix his drawings that he does and his chalk drawings. Must not walk in the road, Scott. Keep moving. What was I saying? Oh yeah, so she's wandering out. I've just stopped off and I was really healthy. I was tempted by a gluten-free lemon cake in the restaurant or in the cafe that we stopped off at. And apples, that's it, yeah. And I thought, no, I'm not going to go for the really, really tasty looking yummy cake. I'm going to go for the healthy option. And I had an apple and it was very nice. And I didn't miss the lemon cake too much. Yeah, it was good. Well, I've also at the gym this morning. Let me show you. A day keeps the doctor away, that's what they reckon. Lovely old buildings. The flags. I think they need some new flags up there. They look a bit weathered a little bit, don't they? This place now is a restaurant. Cafe come restaurant, artisan-y type place. It is a beautiful building. Called Bill's, which is very nice. But across the street, let me go over here. Hey, look. You actually don't see many letterboxes anymore. Red letterboxes like this. They're all disappearing. Absolutely. Let me show you this building behind me here. Just get rid of that. Right, this place here is lovely, the Anchor Hotel. And I love the way it looks. $18.99, we've got the date on there. I was just having a little look for you. Lovely old building, isn't it? Looks Dutch, does it? Hey, I guess it does a little bit, does it? I've never been in, one day maybe. Just give you some nice views of it. Very interesting. I'll step back a little bit in a minute. Yeah, Lee, I saw you've been putting them out on your social media accounts. Let me lean up against this letterbox and show you. You've been getting some good shots of the mods on their scooters. I saw them. Well done. Nice pictures. Good, good, good. Do they do? Well, you see, this is why I love Periscope, because you guys teach me new things as well. The curly bits on the buildings, yeah, very ornate. Looks great, doesn't it? Like a really dramatic black and white photograph. Maybe we'll do something, but I think we're going to keep moving, keep wandering around and see. But I love just this light here, this big light here. Just that doorway. Nice, really good. Chicken Fried Rice 1 has just joined. How you doing? Is it a wine bar? I think it's a restaurant come wine bar, that type of thing. What does it actually say? Oh no, we've got cask ales and craft beers. So not a wine bar, although you probably get a glass of vino there. Tom Kelly, how you doing? Welcome to Periscope. Welcome to Horsham with me. Let's wander down here a little bit. I must post some of my photographs. So I was telling you about the Morris Day that was happening. Morris Day celebrations. And not everybody in England is a Morris dancer. But as a photographer, it's really great to watch Morris dancers because they dress up and they got the hankies and they got the bells on their... look them up if you don't know about Morris dancers. They have the bells on their ankles and they're a lot of dancing and that kind of stuff. And it's great fun. Your moustache is very loud. It is a bit loud, isn't it, Sammy? And it's great for pictures, and I've done some photographs here. So each year when they do all their dancing around, they actually do them just outside of here, and they move around the whole of Horsham, and they just stop and they start dancing everywhere. It's a great atmosphere. Whether you're into Morris dancing or not, it's really, really good fun just to watch. And for a photographer, it's great to get some images of them dancing around and just watching them, and you get some lovely close-up because they're always covered in lots of badges, or a lot of them are waistcoats, and they got hats on, and they got some of them are like a modern alternative of it on. So some of them even paint their faces and that kind of stuff as well. It looks really good, and I love all that kind of traditional stuff as well. It's good to record it, so I highly recommend it. Look it up. I think it's called the Horsham Morris Day of Dance. Are you going to Spain this year? I'm not too sure. I think Spain might be visiting me later on in the year when she's not busy baking Easter cakes. So I'm not sure whether I get out to Spain, but you never know, huh? Nice little detail shots here. I was like, look, isn't that good? Just caught my eye. Look, really simple. Yeah, Mother Picks, she's on here, Lee, somewhere. Nice little hint of colour, like that. I'm not sure whether this is the oldest pub in Horsham. Probably not, because there's a few of them, but traditional pub, the Bear, which has been here as long as I can remember. Oh, Sean, you're always working, buddy. Have a good day. Thanks for popping in and saying hello. You like the Bear? Let's have a little look at the Bear, see if we can film it discreetly. Great pub sign. How does a photographer... Hey, Sammy, it's never... A question is never silly. You just sometimes don't know the answer to it. And sometimes it's obvious to other people and sometimes not. I love questions. Always ask me questions. I will always... Got to go, kindergarten, September, Jaws. Oh, OK, have a great day. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you very much. How does a photographer... Good question. How does a photographer earn money? Like all artists, photographers are struggling artists. Really, deep down. We'll wander down here a little bit. It's a little bit quieter down here. Happy to catch you live. Oh, happy to have you on board. How do you make money? Well, sometimes I do a lot of commercial work. I think I'm going to be passing a great big extractor fan any second now. It's going to make a load of noise. A lot of photographers, well, I make money by being hired by commercial premises. So it could be the owner of the bar that we've just passed or the hotel, and they want some pictures for their website. So a lot of the time that will happen, and they hire me and they pay me to take the photographs, and I work for them. I've just done a photo shoot over in Chichester, and we did a lot of work for a company down there, a business, and they sell a lot of organic produce and that kind of stuff. So they wanted a whole new website done, and I was doing all the pictures for them, so that was really good. Editorial work, if a newspaper, you take a photograph and the newspaper uses it, they will sometimes, not always, you've got to be very careful, but if you're really lucky, you'll get paid for it. Don't accept just a byline, and then you will get paid for that reproduction of the work that of the photograph you've taken. So yeah, that's kind of how it works really. And of course you've got wedding photographers as well. Hey Bet Vanko, how you doing? Nice to have you on board. Brilliant, brilliant. I'll just show you down here. There's a lovely little... just down there, look. How would some of them become a photographer? Hey, Signature 103. Well, you just start taking pictures. You can go to college, you can go to university, you can go and study to be a photographer, and then you learn to specialise in being a photographer, and you maybe want to be a portrait photographer, maybe you want to be a wedding photographer, a commercial photographer, lots of different things, and maybe a social media photographer. I do a lot of social media stuff for companies as well, because I take pictures and no one pays me. Yeah, that sometimes happens, unfortunately. It's difficult. There's a lot of photographers out there, and you've got to do something a little bit different. That's my top advice for you. Do something a little bit different that makes you stand out from everybody else, and you find your style. And then you've got to start talking to people and approaching people. Yeah, local classes. That's the kind of thing. Do something different, absolutely. Walk down this road here. I love this little bit of Horsham. Nearly said Chichester then. I love this little bit because you've got this lovely road, and right down the end of it, which is where we're going to head to, is St Mary's Church, right down the end there. We won't be going in, but we'll just scoot around the outskirts of it, and it's really nice. What equipment do I use? I use mainly Nikon. Mainly Nikon equipment. Let's go and stand over here out of the way. Oh, can you hear the bells? Hold on. Somewhere over there, there's a bell chiming. Yeah, Nikon D3, D800. That's what I'm using at the moment. And the iPhone, of course. You cannot forget about the iPhone. Can you hear them? I was looking up the church, actually, looking up some information to the church we're heading to. Catch the rest of it, hey. Don't work too hard. It's nearly clocking off time. D610 for me, excellent. You're a Nikon, that's good. Andy the Lensman's in the house. How are you doing, Andy? How is Ireland today? Good to have you on board. Almost finished, that's it. Well, you know, you've got to pace yourself. But Vanko, you've got to pace yourself for that last little bit. You know, just don't overdo it. You know? Just take it easy. Maybe a cup of coffee, you know? But this down here, what was I telling you? 19 new pictures sent. There we go. So Andy, we've just had somebody actually talking about photography. Can't remember who it was now. And she was asking about how you make money out of photography and who pays you. And I was telling her a little bit about all the different forms of photography you have. So Andy is out in Ireland, and he's just done a job by the sounds. It was an editorial job, Andy. He'll let us know in a minute. Oh, killer shift. 5:30 till 10:30. Oh. Bad weather. You got bad weather in Ireland. Hey, well, I hope we're not having any of that. It's almost Easter. So at the church I was telling you about, do I teach photography? I don't know. I don't tend to. I have been asked to do some things over the years, but I don't tend to teach photography. Although, you know, if somebody asked me and I would go out with them and I would show them what I do. Andy teaches, there you go. I'm a great believer in it. Photography, you just got to get out taking pictures. Get out taking pictures and learn. That is the best way. It's a lovely town. I love these buildings here. We'll walk down here a little bit and I'll show you them. Really colourful. Great colours, look, the pinks. Jason Zander, how you doing? It's great atmosphere down there because it's lovely and quiet. Got out of the town a little bit. Now look, just down here. This place called Horsham, Andy. Little... No, you won't get any of that talk here. So that little that I was showing you there is like a little twitten, what they call a little twitten, although it's probably, I'll call it a twitten, which would kind of place a nice little alleyway going through. Look at the townhouse here. Let's stand over here a little minute. Number 13A. Great looking building. Yeah, twitten. Now, I've mentioned this before, a twitten. It's a little bit like a little alleyway, very narrow, that leads down. Yeah, Jason, I recognise your username. How you doing? Good to have you on board. It has been a while. A flashing light in there. And I believe, look it up. Now, I always thought a twitten was a Sussex thing, and I'm pretty sure it is. And smugglers used to use the roots. So that's why I'm saying I'm not 100% sure whether that's officially a twitten, because you've got no sea here. But I believe used in the little villages all around the Sussex coast. You have these little twittens, and they're tiny, and they go in between all the little houses. And everybody, and all the smugglers, when they were landing on the beaches with their illegal cargo of tobacco or alcohol or whatever it may be, or wine or rum or whatever, used to run up and down the twittens and obviously not get caught up or get caught by the taxmen. And that's what they used to use. I'm just looking at that flashing light on there. Rather rhythmic, isn't it? Keep going, you're getting there. Hey Jimmy Riddle, how you doing? Thank you for the invite of your followers, by the way. It's worth it, this one, because this Horsham's lovely. Just going to try and show you. I haven't taken a picture yet. I'm saving them up. We might try and do something here. We might try and do something looking down here, a wide angle lens all the way down. I have done in the past. I can't remember what they are. Messages, signature, I just got that one. I'm clearly not getting all the messages. I don't know how many people we got on board at the moment. I remember the days where I used to see all your messages. Beautiful Brighton, love the 80s. I love the 80s, and I love beautiful Brighton. Yeah, just wandering around, mate, just doing some stock images. If I see any. A little bit of a periscope. Look at this place here. Look, let's cross over. Hold on. The light's not too bad today. Which is my favourite lens? Favourite lens has probably got to be Making Your Mind Up. Got to be wide angle. I love shooting on the wide angle lens. 20mm. 14 to, yeah, I have got the 14. No, I've got the 17 to 35 with me today, actually. But I love shooting on the wide angle lens. I like getting in amongst the action, so to speak. So even if you're at an event or you're on a news job, I like going wide. I like showing the surroundings, even when I'm photographing people or portraits. I really like to show the environment that I'm in. So yeah, that's pretty much my go-to lens. Hey Mark, hey, thank you very much. A shout out on your scope, I appreciate it. Second person you ever followed. Hey, I take that as a privilege. Thank you, sir. Not getting weird, you understand? I understand totally. Making Your Mind Up. Was that, now remind me, that was the Eurovision Song Contest. Was that the winning song, which was held in Brighton? Is that what we're talking about there? I think we are. What's my pop history like? No, I haven't. I've certainly heard of them. So predominantly all of my career I've been shooting on Nikon. There was a time when I worked for a photo agency and they gave me some Canons. Magical Storms, how you doing? They gave me some Canon gear. It was okay. I preferred my Nikon because I knew I could, Canon, Nikon, whatever, Leica. I shot on Leicas for a few years as well. Beautiful, beautiful cameras. They were still on the film cameras though. They were pre-digital, and you can't beat a Leica. No, I haven't shot anything on Sony. The thing is, you've got to make that choice on the investment. And for me to go over to another brand of camera now, I would have to change all my lenses and that kind of stuff. So I'll probably stick with Nikon. But you never know. You never know. I might take the leap and go somewhere else. I think one of the things that I love using. Just go back here a little bit. Not very interesting. A car parked. Let's go and have a look at this church. Yeah, so if you start changing, I'm going to stand here next to there. You start changing you go to another outfit, you get so much expense to start looking at everything again. So yeah, I'll probably look at somebody who's just mentioned the D850 actually. Pixel peeped on the D850. You don't want to do too much of that. Yeah, D8. The beard is out of control. It is a little bit long, yeah, it does need a little bit. You know what it is? I washed it today and it's all gone a bit fluffy, a bit like my hair. Let's go wander. So yeah, but I love the iPhone. Brilliant. I've said it before. I said it every time on one Periscope I say about it. iPhone's a beautiful system. Can't tell you about Android because I don't get on with Android like I don't get on with Windows, but I love the iPhone as a camera, as a tool of creating stuff. It's brilliant. You've been to one of the poles? Yeah, on one of my Arctic expeditions. No, I never. I don't really do the cold very well. I'd love to though. It sounds like an adventure. But I've been more than satisfied with the 610. That's it. The thing is, with any kind of gear, we're here, we've arrived. Any kind of gear, it's like how big is your bank balance, There's always gear that you can get. I'm the way, the truth and the life. Nice little flagstone there. Maribont. A lot of people are. I do like it. Look at the old gravestones here. Shame the flowers are not flowering. The old daffodils are dying back a little bit now. The best camera is the one with you, absolutely. Why the big jacket? Because I'm cold. It's a little bit fresh today and I like big pockets to carry all my gear with me. Just go around here a little bit. I'm going to show you the church. I like graveyards. Something about them. This one here. Love that cross. Don't know which way round. Presumably this way. Yes, of course it is. Loads of history. Which way do you want to go? Looks like it's all closed up today. We'll go around this way. It's quite pretty from this view here. I should get to taking pictures. You're absolutely right. I'm going to keep looking though. We might try a shot just here, just seeing what that light's doing. Follow this little path down here. Hear my footsteps. No, I haven't got my high heels on today. Interesting here, look. Thinking moody black and white shot. That's quite interesting. Do you see the colour tone difference on there? That's quite nice there. Love this white, dark here, grey here. It's quite interesting. Let's do a shot. Somebody just said, I need to be taking pictures. You're absolutely right. Let's take some pictures. Let's see what we can do. Right, you're on top of the camera. I'm not going to bore you with what camera settings I'm on because it's all about thinking about the image. Well, I can bore you a little bit. I'm in program mode. Program mode, I know. What's he like? I'm going to alter that today. I'm going to put it on aperture priority. I love aperture priority. Very choosy. just got to look sometimes, and sometimes you can't just rush in. You've got to look around a little bit, and you just got to see. The only thing I don't like about this shot here is that drain pipe running up there. It's kind of spoiling it a little bit, so I might just go around that side a little bit here. And it's all about looking at the image. Sometimes you need to be in a place for a little bit. You need to feel it, you know, without getting too arty about it. You need to kind of feel it. You need to sense it. What's it like? You need to look. I can't see any of your comments for a second. Let's go really wide on that 17mm just to get the detail in there. Even closer, even closer, even closer. Bit of distortion on there, lovely. Like that. Let's just lighten it up a little bit. Shallow depth of field. Shooting at about f4.5 for no particular reason other than I want a little bit in focus, but I don't want too much. Mind you, on the wide angle lens, everything looks like it's in focus. Let's do a couple of shots there. Scott, am I from Brighton? I am from Brighton. No, I'm not from Brighton, sorry. What am I on about? But I live near Brighton. I can see your comments now. Let's just come back a little bit. It's quite interesting. Now imagine this in black and white. So you have the white coming through here, and you have this dark, and they're really contrasty black, real dark. I mean, if you're going to... Right, okay, let me tell you something. Let me give you a heads up. If you're going to do a black and white photograph, yeah, don't do wishy-washy. Wishy-washy, I hate... Oh, it drives me up the wall. Black and white photograph where somebody's just hit... You live near the marina. Oh, I love the marina. They just hit the black and white setting on whatever software they're using, and they end up with this grey mush. Yeah? I hate it. That's me. That's me. I hate it. Black and white to me is really dark, black. You want atmosphere. You want contrast in there. You want meaty. Okay, if you want a little bit of inspiration, go and look at a very famous photographer called Don McCullum, who's actually, washed out boring, exactly. Give it some atmosphere, give it some bite to it, okay? Don McCullum, very famous war photographer, but also he's done a lot of landscape photographs, landscape photographs, and in fact he did a piece, I think it was on Channel 4 recently here in the UK, and they did a little documentary about him travelling around, visiting some of the places. And his stuff, I mean, wow, it's really amazing photographs, but so contrasty, okay? And that's kind of, I think that's what you got to work. So, back to the image. So, let me just get that notification out of the way. Okay, so to me, if I was going to do this image, and I don't know whether there's even a good picture there, I don't know yet. We've got to work on it a little bit. You've got the light coming through. Yeah, Ansel Adams, absolutely. You know, I want those whites to be singing, I want the blacks to be in there, I want contrast, I want everything going on, I want some mood, I want some atmosphere through that image. But of course, we're shooting in colour, you know, we've got to colorise, we can see it, so we've got to kind of preempt it, we've got to kind of think. I'm going to look through the viewfinder and see if we can do something on this a little bit and just do some shots of some gravestones and see... Very respectfully, we don't want to be stood on something. On a burial plot, which I'm not. I'm just on the corner of the path, and we're just trying to do something here. I like this. So on the wide angle, I'm a lot wider than you. This is all distorted here. Now, let me show you. I could step back exactly. Got to be respectful in life to everybody and everything. It's good karma. So I kind of think that it would make a really nice image now. See about this is how you look. You're looking for an image. See that light suddenly come through now. So you've got contrast there, you've got a darkness there. And I want some people walking along that path there. If I had some people, it will suddenly put a bit of life into there. And that's kind of what I'm looking for. It might happen. I don't think it is though. You might have to keep walking. Come up a little bit higher. Ah, look, there's people coming down. There's people coming down. Okay, watch. People are coming. Okay, let's just do a couple of shots here. Wide angle, wide angle, wide angle. Nice and wide. I'm wider than you. That'll do me. Let's keep moving. This path's nice here. Very nice, like that. There's an elderly gentleman just walking up, and there's some people walking behind me. Just looking. Let those people go past me a little bit. It's quite nice with this path. But the news update from Magical Storms. Thank you for the update. Sounds like it's all happening in London. One's down there. I don't think I've been down this side before. Don't be scared. This church is an amazing church. They've got an amazing stained glass window in there. Which isn't much good because you can't see it. Maybe one day we'll go in. That's okay. Multitasking at its best, no problem. Look at all these daisies. Look at these daisies running up here. Isn't that peculiar? How odd. Let me show you, look. Almost all in a row, as if somebody's planted them. Is that interesting? Or is it just me that finds that interesting? Look, you see them. Signature 103, thank you for joining me. Have a great rest of the day. They are like a carpet. Maybe the monks, maybe. They've planted them. I reckon they might have done, actually. Although somebody's dug up the ground a little bit. Isn't that weird? You can't get the full... Let me go over here, look. Do you see? Isn't that odd? Look. You've got a few that side, but you've got a nice line of them running all the way up there. Should we see if we can get a photograph? Bit of a daisy path, yeah. Let me put you back on the camera. Problem is, we've got a really new building here, do you see? And it's kind of, although it's quite a nice looking building, a bit of an extension has gone on here. Kind of spoils it a little bit, but we'll have a little look anyway, see what we can do. Maybe up high, cut off that building a little bit. It still looks good on the wide, mind you. Just, it's worth a frame or two. Just wait for the man in his lovely orange high visibility vest to get out of shot. Always look for those distractions. Try and edit in camera as you're taking pictures or using your smartphone. Think about it. You know, Photoshop, I can't see any comments by the way. Photoshop can do a lot of things, but you know, think about framing it all. As a photographer, you need to be observant. Look. Loads of them. Maybe ground level, yeah. What was that? Good question. Hit me up with good questions. I missed it, sorry. I'm looking at the viewfinder now, so the back of the iPhone, so I can tell you. Scroll back, please. Hold on. What was it? What are you using to attach the phone to the camera? Hey, that's a trade secret. Top secret. I was the first periscoper to take people live with me as I was taking photographs when Periscope first started. So it's very top secret, I'm afraid. I tell you what, I can't see any comments for a second, by the way. I usually use a little bit of blue tack, you know blue tack? And a bit of sticky tape. Or, if I'm running a bit short, I'm just going to do a picture of these daisies, because I quite like them. I sometimes use a bit of moustache wax. Yeah, blue tack or moustache wax. See, that works as well. Just put it on there. Quite a large lump. It works. It's fine. Right, what's down there? I can hear voices down here, so we might not go too far. 007 feature, absolutely. Which way round should we go? The bluebells. Bluebells. I was thinking about that today, actually. That was a nice photo shoot. In fact, there's a video up on my YouTube channel of me photographing the bluebells in the wood. Right, I'm going to show you the ground for a minute because I just want to scoot past these good people that look like they're a little bored. Right, okay. So you can go and have a look at my YouTube channel. Go to my website, scottramsey.co.uk. Follow the link to YouTube and you will see a video with me taking pictures amongst the bluebells, which was good fun. Let's just go round. I was going to go up that path, but I don't think I am. We might just stay over here. Just go back up the front, because there's another photograph that I didn't get. And before we go, I want to do that shot down that road. Now, the problem with doing that shot down that road is that if you've got cars in there, it doesn't always work. It's a bit distracting. Firle is a beautiful village, although it's a nightmare because there's hardly any phone signal there unless they've put a mast up in the last couple of years, because it's been a while since I've been there. Last time I was at Firle was for the... what was I there for? Bonfire celebrations. It's a great place to go and see a bonfire procession through the streets of a tiny little village in East Sussex called Firle. Brilliant place, love it. Really nice. Just outside of Brighton. Hey, no problem. Thanks for joining me. Thank you for watching. Look at this old tree. Look, love this. Look at that. I love trees. They're brilliant. Look how gnarly that is. Hey, see you later. Have a good rest of the day. Brilliant. Look at the texture on that. It's run by the parish. Ah. I know one of the local farmers down there, actually, and I think he helps out down there. You've got some pictures. Brilliant. I'm not going to tell you. It'll be a mystery. Let's go back to the front, see what we can find. Let's take you for a look. Hey, there we go. Shows you how lucky I am, Lee. You see? Yeah, check it out. Tell me what the Wi-Fi, tell me what the 4G signal, the connection's like down there. If it's improved, I'll go and do the same then. It's a rubber band. It is. You've worked it out. So all we've got so far is a couple of pictures of some gravestones. The light, see how the light drops off here? Light is so important with photography. I know it sounds an obvious thing, but I think people forget about light sometimes. Love this old door, look. So, let me explain. Light is so important in photography, absolutely, yeah. That's why you have the golden hour, or you go out in the morning, you go out in the evening, and you have beautiful light. When you're working against light and it's really drab and dull like it is now, here's a top tip for you. Shoot black and white, think in black and white, yeah? Because look at the colour here now, right? Okay, look, it's a bit drab. Knock on the door. No, we've done that before, Lee. It's a bit drab, but imagine this shot of this door in nice, moody black and white. Real contrast in there, wouldn't that be awesome? Maybe we'll do one, although I've got a bin to contend with. But I do like it. High contrast black and white, absolutely. You get away with it. I'm going to put you on top of the camera, which will probably end up with you going around the wrong way, but just see if I can do a shot of this door. I can't really, you're going to be way too close. I'm going to look through the viewfinder just for a second. Let's just see if we can do something here. There might be something there. There's a horrible security light right above it, which I'm going to try and not get in the shot, which is not easy. Oh, just open that lens right up because it's ever so dark and dingy in here. Just pop my ISO up a little bit. Move the bin, move the bin. Yeah, you could move the bin, but... like this lock as well. There's actually a portrait shot there. Should we try a portrait? Let's do a portrait, see whether we can keep you on there. Or an upright, should I say. Still horrible light in there. Let's see if we can cut that floor off a little bit. That'll do. That's all it takes. Bring it back round. Let's go and see what else we can find. So you've got to work with your conditions. You've got to work blessed with on the day that you're going out taking your photograph or your pictures. If the light is absolutely horrible and you still want to get out taking pictures, just do it. Don't let it stop you. It doesn't have to be glorious sunshine. Happy Easter. See you later. Findon Manor, yeah. Good call. Interesting, look. Great gates here. Hear the rook or the crow in the background. So we're talking about light. Do you see how this immediately has caught my eye? Now, what will probably happen is the iPhone will autocorrect. You just see that pool of light just in here. It's a beautiful gate, isn't it? It looks really nice. See that pool of light that's just in there? Let's go back a little bit. That's quite interesting. You might be able to do something on that. So expose for this here. Let this all drop off just a little bit. Again, thinking moody photograph. See what we can get. I don't want a house. You see the house to the right is distracting me. It's a lovely little cottage, but I don't want that in there. My photograph's probably, let me try and show you on the iPhone. My photograph's probably in about there. Maybe I come down, see how the angles change. How an image suddenly comes alive when you move down. Yeah, get rid of all the distractions around it. You come up and you've got a different image there. But I think that is where I like my photograph. I love the tree in there as well. 10 super hearts for the Secret Scott. Hey, thank you very much. Always loving super hearts. Let me just get the ISO setting. Let's see if I can recreate this on my DSLR. And then hopefully, at a later date, I'll tweet them out. Just want to cut that house out of there. You can tell I'm crouching down because I start moaning and groaning. Yeah, it looks nice. We might go a bit closer. It was a bribe, Scott. Oh, what, for the information? That's quite nice just there. Like that? I like that a lot. Really nice. Too many photographs of it though. Never mind. Shall I show you? I won't show you on the back of the camera. I'll save it for Twitter. Tweet them out. Look, you're moving around a little bit now. Look, there's more images. Hi Louise, how you doing? No, I'm not. I'm actually in a place called Horsham in West Sussex. So a little bit further away. It's called St Mary's Church. Thank you for inviting your followers, by the way. I much appreciate it. Always like people to chat to. Otherwise I feel like I'm a mad person talking to myself. It's quite interesting, isn't it? Keep moving around just a little bit. Love these old trees here, look, against that sky. Top tip, don't forget to look up. Sometimes you get some amazing photographs. I love tree branches against the sky sometimes. Really dramatic. Birds singing. Are there any dates on the gravestones? Let's have a little look. We've got the 1796 on this one. What's this one? Worn away. Oh no, age 17 maybe. Can't see a date on there. Some more over there, these old ones. Hello there, how are you doing? Peregrine Took. Is that? Nice to have you on board, thank you for joining me. Look at the sunlight coming through here. Birds singing in the background. Can't think of many better places to be on a day like today. And even better, there's hardly anyone around. Now we photographed this door before, so we might sit down here. This memorial bench, who is it to? In loving memory of Philip Bowen, 1925 to 2002. Well, thank you. We'll use your bench, Philip. Oh, we'll just sit and wait and wait here. Because I tell you what, I might have to keep my voice down in a minute, but there's going to be somebody walking past me, and it might make an interesting photograph. Just against that door, let me just see. I missed it. I was too slow. I love this door, look. I reckon coming back here of an evening, come back when that light is on and you have a nice pool of light just down here. Hey Magical Storms, thanks for stopping by. Have a great rest of the day. Hey, you never know what will happen. Maybe one day. I reckon come back and do that shot at night, at dusk. When you've got that light still on. Yeah, great light fitting. I love it, isn't it? Quite a long journey to come all the way up here, though, just for a night shot of there. But I think it would look rather good. You could even do some portraits or something underneath there. Get some really moody shots. Maybe find out whether the light works first. That's it. Photography. Photography is all about seeing stuff, travelling around, using this continuously. Friday, lovely hot weather coming in at last. It is, yeah, we're going to have some really good weather coming through for the Easter bank holiday weekend, which will be absolutely super. Is Easter classed as a bank holiday? I know we have Monday off, it's just Easter weekend, is it not? So there's one other shot that I want to do before I go, and then we're going to go and make a move. And it's back down that road, and we're just going to see whether we can look back and try and look down that with all those pretty houses in there. Louise, you grew up near St Giles Church. Does it look, or St Giles is that? St Giles, St Giles? Doing well. How old is this church? Funny you ask that. Hang on, I've written it down. I did do some research before I came. Hold on. I've got to reach in my pocket. I've got my piece of paper. Hold on. It's probably got my shopping list on here as well. Oh yeah, it has. What do I need to get? Bread, milk. Bread and milk. Don't let me forget, I need some bread and milk. Right. So would you believe it? St Mary's Church, this church here that we're looking at now, let me show you, because look, great view of it. Dates back to, here we go, hold on to your horses now, 1247. And in fact, I believe it goes back further than that, because it mentioned that there were foundations laid in 1247. That's amazing. Obviously, it has been built on and, changed over that length of time. But there has been some form of church here since about 1247, which is amazing. And there's 10 bells up here, which I would love to go and meet the people that ring the bells. So if you ever watch my Periscope, the people that ring the bells, the bell ringers, contact me, because I would love to come up and see you doing it. Although you don't go up there, do you? They stand down there at the bottom with the rope. I always thought it'd make an interesting photograph. Yes, there's 10 up there, 10 bells, and it was originally a Norman church. So there we go. You see, you didn't think I was going to know when it was built, did you? I'm just going to put that back in my pocket because I don't want to lose my shopping list. Hey, it's lovely. It's nice here. Campanologists, thank you. You're absolutely right. Thankfully, I've got my false teeth in and I can say that today. Light coming through here. Look at that tree. Brilliant. Oh, really? Thanks, Richard, for dropping in there. I didn't realise. Sometimes they're up a little bit higher, are they? That'd be great. Right, I'm going to keep moving. Let's go back down this road and let's see whether we can do a shot. I haven't forgotten anything. No, I'm all right. Right, let's go for a walk back down the road and we're going to look back and we'll see. I don't think I'm going to be able to get the church in, but we might be able to get the steeple in. And we might, but I'm focusing on those colourful houses down there, and we'll look back, and then we're going to do a last picture, and then that's it, because I think it could be coffee time. It's a great place, love it. Your sister is one. Oh, brilliant. Not in Horsham. I always wondered whether you've got to be strong. Have you got to be strong to be a, what was it, a campanologist? Hi from prison. Hey, how you doing? Hey, Tommy, how you doing? Ringers, yeah. It's always coffee time. It tends to be, yeah. Let's just have a little look, see what this light's doing. Bit of a silhouette against that light. The sun's right behind it, so it's not brilliant. Bored in prison. Yeah, I would imagine it can get very bored in prison at times. Right, let's keep moving. Let's try and have a little look. Look, there's something here. Yeah, agility and memory important on the bell ringer. Well, that's me gone then. I did an exercise class today at the gym, and it's called Body Pump. And, well, I think I've worked out that I'm the most uncoordinated person in the history of bearded photographers. Because when I was meant to be doing a left and a right and a lifting up of things, it just, well, it was going right and left. I keep moving. Can't see my picture yet. Look, nice shot of the road behind me now. I'll go all the way down here. I think there's a picture. Bear with me. Sing a song, someone. Fill in the dead time while I just walk up here. So we've got a bit of choice of buildings. So we've got this lovely white one. I bet you do. So I'm thinking a wide angle shot. Maybe against the light. I don't know. Possibly this white one. I quite like the yellow door. And I quite like the great big light that's on the side there. If not, we've got some coloured ones up there. Coloured buildings. So we'll try here. Right, you're going to go on top of the camera. And let's see what we can do. Quite like it with these people walking down. Just there. Not brilliant, but not bad either. Just come in there a little bit. Quite light. Do you see you've got a bit of a shadow of the tree on the pavement there, and you've got cyclists going past. That's even better. Makes it a little bit more interesting. Brings a bit of life in there. I just caught that, Richard. I bet you are. Yeah. Was it an episode of Dad's Army where they end up in the bell tower because they don't let go of the rope, or am I imagining that? I'm sure that sounds like that's something that happened on Dad's Army. It's nice here. Quite like this interesting door here. It's leading into this little walled garden here. Maybe do something there. Keep moving. I think we're going to go for the colour today. Although it's sunny, it's just a little bit, the colours aren't zinging today, so maybe we can bring them up a bit, enhance them a little bit. Let's try this pinky building here, pink and green looking on. Oh, there's one for sale. There you go. Give that number a ring, look at the website, and you could own this building here. You'd be living here. We can all call round for a cup of tea. Let's go right down the end here. We're nearly there, folks. Love, look how old this is. There's that little alleyway going through here, look. English flag in there. A little bit of blue, lovely flowers, window box. That's a little bit more interesting for us. We're going to scoot round. Sorry, I'm waving the iPhone around like a madman, but I want to do this quickly. Just come in there and see whether we can get a couple of frames. move around a little bit. I've just got on the wide angle, I've actually got the church tower steeple in the shot as well, which is nice. Drop my ISO down a little bit, camera nice and steady. We've got no annoying cars in the shot, which is nice. He speaks, I can hear an engine. And we just come back. So that's the shot. I'll show you the shot on the iPhone. I forget you're not as wide as me. So we just got the steeple in there. And bring that round there. So my picture starts from about here and goes all the way around there. There's some people just crossing the road that makes it a little bit more interesting. That'd do me. I think we're done. I think it's definitely coffee time. Oh, there's more pictures. I just spotted another one. But let's save that for another day. Hey, listen, thanks for joining me. Hey, no problem at all. Thank you, Wendy, for watching. And everybody else. I think we picked up some super hearts, which I love. I think we picked up some normal hearts, which I love. We've had a bit of fun. Had a bit of a chat. We've had people from... I didn't do what I normally do, which is ask everyone where you're watching from. But never mind. Need bread and milk. Have a good rest of the day. Thank you very much for tuning in. It's Monday. It's the beginning of the week, but that's okay. We can get to the end of the week. Have a great rest of the day, and I will catch up with you soon. Give us a ring, Andy. Yeah, it'd be good to have a little catch up. Take it easy. See you again. Thanks for watching. Bye from Horsham. See you later. Oh, if you've got any screenies, don't forget to share them with me. I want to see your efforts.